are you tired of hearing me talk about saving money on quality headphones? I mean, if you want to hear me stop talking about studio headphones by going to studioheadphones.com and purchasing you a pair and getting 15% off and using the promo code 3RShow15. If you're tired of hearing me say these things, just go buy a pair and use the promo code. Then I'll stop. Now I'm just playing. But superior quality at an affordable price. I stumbled a little bit. And they're made even more affordable with the promo code 3RShow15. So, with that being said, thank you to our sponsors. And let's get into the latest edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast.
Here we go. You are now listening to Random Ramblings with Rob. Yay! Yay! Boom, boom, yeah! Boom, boom. Look at it. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
What up, everybody? This is your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. You might stockpile them and listen to them by various lengths and shit. I know I done said this before. I mean, you don't have to follow a particular format on how the fuck you listen to podcasts. You just turn that motherfucker on. If it's pleasing to your ear holes, then you just rock with that shit. You know, I usually go from the longest length, like my penis, to the shortest length, like a clitoris, and then we meet somewhere in the middle. But anyway, that's par from the course. If you're a new listener, I appreciate you for taking the time out, listen to me brag about my penis and how it rubs up against vagina holes and all kinds of things like that. But I have a guest this week. I have two guests this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there they go. They chomping at the bit. They're trying to get up in here. Without further ado, let me introduce to you Bob and Zipp from the No Redeeming Qualities podcast.
Yeah, baby.
You had me at vagina holes.
Ooh, that's what I call them. I don't call them just a vagina. I call them a vagina hole.
Because that's the only part you really need.
Yeah.
That's the only part you need?
Well, yeah, the whole part, because, I mean, everything else is just, like, there for bodily protection, I guess. I mean, to protect the hole. I guess
that is the most important part of the vagina is the hole.
It is. It really takes away a lot of what you get out of it from the perspective of sex if it doesn't have, like, an entry point.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's buttholes, but...
Yeah. But, I mean, let's even think about that, too, because, I mean, we all have penises here.
Yeah.
You can pretty much rub that thing against about anything and it'll get the desired effect.
I have.
Correct. You can put it in a couch cushion if you needed to.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it because, I mean, they make couches different. You know, I imagine this group of people that's talking right now in this setting, we have older couches with springs and shit in it. I wouldn't want you to rip your dick skin on some springs.
You are not incorrect.
I'm thinking about getting my dick in between the cushions and the couch and it rubbing up against like the zippers.
Oh no.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You know, you zip it and you can take the cushion out. That's what I'm worried about. And it's an old fashioned zipper back when they were really
meaty,
big, and you know.
You had some body to it.
What I've seen is a meme. Well, not even a meme. It's just like
I've seen a meme.
It was a Instagram page called Terminal Lance. I'm prior military, so we have there's a military guy that's running this Instagram page, and it's like all military humor that we can somewhat relate to. Mm-hmm, and I was going through one of the stories, and they had a barracks inspection, so say, quote unquote, that was scrolled across the picture, and it had the green M&M, the female one, laid on top of the bed, a picture of it, a printout. And it had a green pocket pussy stuffed between the mattress and the bed frame. And it was just, I guess they was leaning up against fucking the pocket pussy while they was looking at the green M&M picture.
I've seen that horrifically graphic drawing of the green M&M with a nice big chocolate vagina. It's really upsetting.
What?
Zip, you used to read Terminal Lance, the comic strip, right?
I have a Terminal Lance coffee cup, too, yes.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess it's worldwide. Any military affiliation? Any prior service?
Yeah, actually, I was in the Marine Corps Reserves, you know, like, so Semper Sometimes, Marine Corps Light.
Oh, okay.
And I saw the Blue Angels fly over Gillette Stadium one time, so yeah.
All right, well, that's cool then. Well, Thank you for your service. Thank you for your Blue Angels viewing.
Observation.
Thank you for your participation in the Blue Angel ceremony.
And let me tell you about that. There is just like I'm prior military. I'm Marine Corps as well. I just retired like 2 years ago.
Oh no!
And damn, you talk about the Blue Angels. It's funny how things work out in conversation when you're just talking to strangers. All right, I find out that you Devil Dog, just like myself, and I find out that you, Bob, have seen the Blue Angels in person. You've seen them fly over a freaking a space that you were occupying. The funny thing is, not only do we have a kinship because of the military, but when I was in Beaufort, South Carolina, I was stationed on the air base there, and they would do the air shows there, and the Blue Angels would show up. And this one particular time that we did the air show, I was off that day, but that was the time one of the Blue Angels crashed. So,
oh fuck!
Yeah, it crashed right by base housing.
God damn.
So, yay. That's how.
So how many? There's only 4 left now.
I don't know. They probably filled a new one in. They probably got a spare. You know how you buy
probably a long line to get into the Blue Angels.
Yeah, you probably buy. You know how you buy a big thing of batteries. You only need 2, and you got like 6 of them just sitting on the side or whatever. That's probably how it is.
On the application to be a Blue Angel, it has a box that just says, "Do you have the right stuff?" And you click check yes or no.
That was the astronauts, you dumbass.
No, I thought it was for the fucking fighter pilots.
That was for astronauts.
Okay.
That was for...
Oh, they asked the astronauts if they had the right stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
The Mercury program, the first one, they were looking for the guys who had the right stuff to go into fucking space.
That doesn't sound like somebody in the 50s would say.
That sounds like exactly like something someone in the 50s would say. Are you kidding me? The NASA director said we need men with the right stuff.
Fair enough.
That was said now.
Yeah, they just asked a bunch of guys, hey, can we just hurl you out into the abyss and see if you come back?
And then Buzz Aldrin was a drunk, and he still got through. So
he wasn't a drunk then. He was a drunk later, after the horrors of space took him down. The Twilight Zone! Yeah, that's what happens when you go to fucking space.
He pissed me off because last year he said something about he wanted to skip all colonization of the moon and go to Mars. He said we don't need to focus on the moon. We need to go to Mars. And he said something catchy to go with it where he's like, forget the moon, onward to Mars. And it's like, but you've been like you're like one of 13 guys who've actually gotten to go, so that's not fair.
Yeah, he was like,
do you think do you think if he wanted to go knowing that he would die that we should let him go to Mars?
Fuck yeah, send his old ass up there.
Send him up there.
Send his old alky ass up.
Get your ass to Mars.
That is what Dr. What the fuck? How am I spacing on?
I think he was making a.
Go ahead.
What's the? Oh my goodness! No.
Now you're blanking.
I'm drawing a blank.
Dr. Tyson.
No, Schwarzenegger on the moon.
There you go. Total Recall.
There you go.
Fuck.
See,
not Dr. Manhattan, which I think you were saying.
No, I'm talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's who I was thinking about. No, that's a slogan they've been using about the Mars campaign. It's literally saying, get your ass to Mars. It's on t-shirts and shit. Buzz Aldrin wears them all the fucking time.
Oh, I just thought that was Buzz Aldrin.
I mean...
and then you was like trying to quote Total Recall, and you did not have Total Recall of what I was talking about.
Damn, that cuts deep.
Going to the moon was only the second coolest thing Buzz Aldrin ever did.
What was the first one?
Punching out the fucking
Well, he did the moon thing first, though, right?
Yeah, he did the moon landing first.
Well, that's why he had to go to the moon, because he punched that guy, and he thought, well, now I have to.
I'm on the lam. I got to run. There's no jurisdiction in space.
There ain't no space jury to convict you.
So you're former military. I'm sorry, I got distracted. So you're former military. Would you join the Space Force?
Fuck and no.
Gotta follow space rules.
Hell nah. I mean, maybe if we was like a couple of years established or whatever. Nah, I ain't trying to be the first motherfucker to go.
Could you imagine going into space in Marine Corps equipment?
Fuck and no.
I would get like nervous doing anything. Like they would drive us to like the local YMCA to do the swim qual, and in the van I would be nervous. Something bad would happen.
I don't know if you've been subjected to these conditions or whatever, but if you ever been on any field op training or whatever, you've been in a porta john, you've seen the almighty shrine that is Wagner loves the cock.
What?
That's it's like a Marine Corps meme. I don't know what you would call it, but you're right. Wagner loves cock on stuff.
I get it. It's like Kilroy on the inside of Navy ships from the 40s and shit like that. I got you.
Yeah.
Kilroy was here.
And we actually met a guy named Wagner. And everybody was just like fucking with him the whole time, and he just lost his shit.
I mean, that guy loves cocks. What can I say? Shit.
He'd be like, Wagner! And he'd be like, yes, like acknowledging that you called his name. And you'd be like, loves the cock.
You ever write anything on a bathroom wall?
In the Marine Corps?
No, just in general.
Yeah. In the Marine Corps and in normal life, yes.
What do you like to write on bathroom walls?
If I have a pen available that can do it in quality, then yes.
What do you write?
Yeah. What do I write?
Yeah.
No, whatever I can think of.
Not a standard thing?
Nah.
So
like the one I remember was recently was the solar eclipse happened, so I wrote on the porta potty that looking at a solar eclipse is good luck.
Random inspiration.
Yeah.
My favorite actually is to write responses to things people
I was just about to say
have written. That with arrows going to it, that's my thing. Even simple stuff where it'll write stuff like Alex is gay, and then you just write, no, you're gay with an arrow pointing to it. It's the simplest stuff, you know?
Yeah. I was just about to say that. I was just like, I like, reading the literature inside a stall or a porta john or whatever, and, leaving it some positive feedback and some criticism.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I get a hold of a Sharpie, I will usually write dead ass, but my favorite thing to do is whenever I see somebody put John 3:16, I cross it out and put Austin instead.
I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah. Eat shit. Austin 3:16 says, I'll just whip your ass. Sorry. Stone Cold E.T.
So, is it safe to say that you two gentlemen are, what's the right term? Is it Houstonians? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, you've been here all your life.
Sweating profusely right now.
God, I'm sweating my fucking ass off.
Of course you are.
It's dripping down my fucking elbows.
It's just so damn hot,
It's stinky hot. Like that kind where everything smells outside, it's hot. Like you can smell every individual thing because it's heating up like in an oven.
It's because things like leaves, when they get wet,
it's like, ooh, them leaves are stinky today.
They never have a chance to get dry again, so it's just perpetually wet leaf smell.
Ooh, that gutter water smells bad today. Yeah. But no, aren't you a Houstonian?
Right? Yeah.
No, I'm from Lake Charles. I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, get the fuck out. That's 2 hours from here. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
You work on a riverboat gambling?
While you bullshitting, before I joined the military, I worked on the boat.
No shit. Awesome.
Yep, I worked in the kitchen, and I didn't realize how much people didn't eat when they went out to eat until I started working in a goddamn restaurant kitchen and shit. And I didn't work in the buffet side or whatever. I worked in the fancy restaurant on the other side of the casino and shit. So it was like you go in there, you actually order shit instead of just slopping mass amounts of food on a plate and just walking around in circles and shit, thinking, did I get some of this already? Did I taste that already? Nah.
Were you a saucier?
Yeah, nah, I was a washier or a dishwasher.
Awesome.
Say a corrupt blackjack dealer.
Yeah, nah, I was in the back washing the dishes. So like, you see these people order like a fucking what's high for a steak? $30, I guess. I don't know. I don't eat a lot.
That's a pretty expensive steak. It can go up, but yeah.
Yeah. So motherfuckers will go order a $30 steak and then take 2 bites out of it and send the whole thing to the back. So I'm just like, I'm washing all these dishes and I'm dumping out all this damn food or whatever. And it's been many a times to where I forgot to bring lunch and I would eat some of this shit because like it's untouched and we about to throw it away.
Grab that steak with your bare hands, take a bite out of it. That's how I do it.
Yeah. Ate so much coconut shrimp. It was so delicious.
I love coconut shrimp. I love coconut in general. I even like the texture.
Yeah. I like coconut oil as a lubricant.
Coconut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut oil.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
And what I've recently discovered not too long ago that white chocolate is nothing but coconut oil.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not like actual white chocolate.
I fucking hate white chocolate, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
It's a lie. Because it's not chocolate. It's a different thing. It doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like something totally different.
It's white chocolate.
You're just saying that because of the consistency.
What do you want to call it?
Yeah.
Something else. Just call it, I don't know, white dungarees. Whatever you want to fucking call it. It's just not chocolate. It's a lie.
So you want to call them white pants?
Yeah.
I was about to say white blue jeans.
I can't come up with a brand new word and just I don't know, white hoozy wazzles, whatever you want.
Hoozy wazzles.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a delicious treat, though. I mean, we can get some hoozy wazzles and some crackers.
See, I already did it. It sounds like a great name for white chocolate. Quit calling it chocolate. Ugh.
Hey,
man.
But I love me some white chocolate.
Who don't? Who don't?
You just said you didn't.
I know. I just had to make a transition.
No, we're going to stay right here.
We love white chocolate.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I like the white chocolate M&Ms. Those are delicious.
I honestly thought you were talking about white women at first. That's why I said yes.
Oh, well, they are.
Oh, in general, I thought you meant with regards to the M&Ms.
No. When I agreed and said we all like white chocolate,
M&Ms have just gotten out of control, haven't they? They're just making every flavor they want.
Yeah, they got like cocoa in some of them now.
You mean like in every one of them?
No, like it's a different chocolate, like cocoa.
It's just
what the fuck do you mean?
It's a different kind of chocolate.
What do you mean it's a different chocolate? Chocolate's made from cocoa.
It's like a different kind of chocolate. I don't know what you want me to. Yeah, I'm not Willy Wonka. I don't know how to.
They got like coffee flavored M&Ms or some shit like that.
Do you mean mocha?
Why are you making everything different from what we're saying?
I'm just trying to say that there were a lot of fucking M&Ms.
Yes.
You ever get the ones with pretzels in them?
Those are pretty good.
Yeah. Might as well call them combos because
reverse combos. Yeah. Instead of the stuff being inside the pretzel, it's on the outside of the pretzel.
What do you think of Chick Sticks?
Chick Sticks? Man, I love me a Chick Stick.
Me too.
They're delicious. I haven't had one in years though.
You just got to be lucky and not get the one that's shattered into a million shards of glass.
Yeah, because, I mean, those are getting your gums, and you just have a bad day after that.
Just like a Jolly Rancher you sucked on for too long, and you try and take a bite.
The razor blade?
Yeah. It's a shiv.
I know. That's why they don't allow those in prison.
That's why they don't allow fucking Jolly Ranchers.
Because you can glue them together eventually, you know? Make them wet, press them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not so much the cylinder type, just like the long ones, like the rectangle ones or whatever.
Wait, is that true?
Nah, I'm just bullshitting. I'm making.
I mean, I believe it.
It'd make a good shiv, though.
Yeah,
you could. I mean, if you get like the long ones, the long rectangle ones, you can do that.
Put that on a stick, you'd go hunt hogs if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta let that shit get real hard though, because I mean, you can't just like.
That's what she said.
Oh ho ho! It can't be freshly wet. Then you try to jig a motherfucker, it just go. So you scratching my back, fish?
You ever be driving on like a major highway overpass or something like that, and you see people walking on it? You ever wonder what the fuck they're thinking?
I always think like people who walk on the highway in the really dangerous spots, it's just an indication that they do it all the time.
I know.
Because that must be the easiest way to do it. And they don't care that it's incredibly dangerous.
I mean, why can't you? You got to find another way over that highway. You got to get somebody to give you a ride. You got to get off the fucking highway.
I mean, you can't go under it.
It just always freaks me out because it makes me think I'm going to hit him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because like there's usually no wide shoulder up there.
Yeah, they're on the one that's like an ankle's width apart. Like, that's fucking terrifying. And they always got some sort of bag filled with shit overflowing out of it. And they always look like they just left a Dollar General or something.
I don't know. Have you ever been to Lake Charles?
Yeah, that's exactly where you see that kind of shit.
Exactly. You coming over that big ass bridge, and I've seen people walking on that small ass shoulder.
Oh my God! On that huge, terrifying bridge?
Yes. There's even been recorded cases of people walking across the railroad track that goes across that lake down at the bottom.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah. These people just got to get to where the fuck they going, man.
Hey, Bob, we did that one time where we crossed that railroad bridge to get over that highway.
We did. We did that in College Station, Texas.
We would have died.
That was Halloween night, baby.
This was like pre-Uber, and we were drunk and needed to get home, and the only way across a busy highway was the super, super thin railroad train that goes over the highway.
Nah, man. I'm just thinking about it. You talking about pre-Uber and everything. It reminded me of that. I think it was a Pizza Hut or a Domino's commercial where the two drunk motherfuckers walk into the actual pizza place and they be like, we'd like to order a large pizza for delivery. And then they ride to their house with the delivery guy.
Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. God, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think
man?
That?
I wonder, what I like to think is it's like nothing is really original or made up. It's just like people are just discovering it. So somebody has done that before or attempted to do it before, so somebody can make a commercial about it.
I knew a dude. It was my buddy's father when I was in middle school. He used to have the Chinese delivery guy pick up cigarettes for him on the way there.
And now we have Uber Eats and all this other stuff that do the same thing.
Oh, man. Speaking of Lake Charles, I went to New Orleans one fucking time for Mardi Gras. I'd done Mardi Gras in Galveston and shit like that, but I'd never done it in New Orleans. And so I went with a girl that I was dating at the time, and we leave early. We leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And we get to Lake Charles, and it was Mardi Gras motherfucking weekend. And they took that goddamn bridge down to one fucking lane.
I'm sorry.
And we waited in traffic for 6 hours.
Should have got up earlier.
I broke up with that bitch at the end of that. I'm not fucking kidding.
Because of that?
Essentially, yes. She was such a cunt during the whole fucking thing that when we got back from New Orleans, I left a day early. She came back. I went to her house. Oh, get this shit. So I love motherfucking cracklings. Do you like cracklings?
Oh, yes. I love cracklings.
Hell yes. So went to Don's Specialty Meats. That's my favorite place. And I let her know I love cracklings. I just happened to mention it. And so she, on her way back, because I'd left a day early, she decided she'd do something real nice for me.
Oh, no.
She'd stop at Don's Specialty Meats and get me a whole pound bag of cracklings, right? And so that next day, she gets to her house, and she gets there late. She gets there at like 10 o'clock. And the moment she texts me and says she's home, and I was like an hour away, she texts me. I go, fuck it, I'm going. And I drove straight to her house to go break up with her. And I walk into her house, and she goes, oh, my God, guess what I got you? And hands me this pound bag of cracklings. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I love these cracklings. But I gotta break up with this bitch. So I go, hold on, baby. We got to talk. We go upstairs. I take the bag of cracklings. I set it on a counterside table. And then I turn to her, and I break up with her. And then I grab the pound of cracklings, walk out, and peel out of her fucking driveway and ate the cracklings on my way home. It was fucking great.
Most epic breakup ever.
Hell yeah.
It sounds like a pretty good country song title, though. I
Broke
love
up over
these
cracklings.
Parentheses, but I gotta break up with this bitch.
Broken up over my cracklings.
Now, were you really justified in taking those cracklings?
Okay, that's the question.
Were you?
Should I have left them? Because I wouldn't have.
You should have.
Why?
Hey, man.
Because she had gotten them for you as a gift.
Bitch was fat.
What does that have to do with anything?
She doesn't need those cracklings.
But maybe she had another friend that she would give them to. You don't know what her intentions with the cracklings were.
Dog, you know, true life, real story. I would have went in there. I would have took them cracklings.
Yeah,
I would have.
Right.
No, I would have took them cracklings. I would have went home. Then I would have broke up with her the next day. So it wouldn't be as bad. But
could you get more cracklings out of it?
Yeah. Hey, go back a couple of hours and go get me some more. No.
So, Bob, give us a shirt update. How drenched in sweat is your shirt right now?
The spots of sweat have now.
It's a continent of sweat on the whole front.
Like the ice has melted, and they are now one whole continent. It is a torrent of rain down my stomach.
Does it look like anything? Can you see Jesus' face in the sweat?
It looks like Africa.
Yes, it is the motherland.
It does look like, it does not what do you think it looks like?
It looks like someone with overactive sweat glands. I mean, it's muggy in here. Don't get me wrong, but it's not look like I got kicked in a swimming pool like you.
I've been standing in a mister at Astroworld for a few hours.
All right. Well, man, I haven't got a chance to add the show to the queue yet. And I was scrolling through your website. What is it?
nrqpodcast.com.
Exactly. Yeah. Plugs. And I scrolled down to episode 69 and seeing that you had somebody from Doomsday Wrestling.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
we had
baby.
Tex Lone Star.
Yes. Tell me about Doomsday Wrestling, because the only thing that I know about it is I think it was either sometime early this year that SmackDown or some shit came to. Matter of fact, I'm lying. It was Survivor Series. Survivor Series came here. It was that whole weekend. It was at the Toyota Center from freaking Saturday to Tuesday. And I was in there for one of them shows, and I was sitting next to some guys I didn't really know. We just sparked conversation because, hey, we all fucking wrestling fans. We there to see some motherfucking wrestling. So we talking about motherfucking wrestling. And I just so happened to have some business cards for my podcast in my pocket, and I'm handing them around after we had our lengthy conversation about pro wrestling. And he's like, I'm the top banana. And I was like,
oh shit!
Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck are you saying? I thought he was just talking about like he was cool or some shit, you know? I was, you know, he's like, no, I'm like the champ. I'm the top banana. And I was like, where? He's like, Doomsday Wrestling. And I was like, I put this shit down in my phone so I remember it. And, you know, I follow them on Instagram and everything, and I see they wacky ass pictures that they put up there, but I never actually been to the show. So, I mean, tell me about that episode and just tell me about, you know, what y'all think about Doomsday Wrestling. Fill me in.
Well,
it's the
big show. We actually, we met, Doomsday because we went to a taco restaurant near our house, and they had a flyer up where a guy was shoving another guy's head into a toilet.
And I said, there's no fucking way I'm not going to hit these people up. So, long story short, I went to the first event, and I fucking loved it. And I met the guy who was running it, a guy named Tex Lone Star. Mm-hmm. He's the guy who put it all together. That's not his real name, obviously, but he put it together. It's his comedy wrestling troupe. I don't know what you want to call it. A promotion. Comedy wrestling promotion. They're all about humor and that sort of stuff, but they do some kick-ass wrestling in it. But it's all about gimmicks and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was actually a part of it for a little bit, but I was unceremoniously removed for various reasons. And
you sweated on the mat too much?
Yeah, pretty much. But they got a hold of Tex Lone Star, and we asked him to be on the show, and that's kind of how we started a relationship with him for a while, and we did a few interviews. But Top Banana's a fucking great guy. He's the head of, or no, he's their champion of the promotion.
Yeah.
And he is an anthropomorphic banana.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
is he anthropomorphic though?
I don't know if he thinks of himself as a human banana.
He actually thinks he's a banana who became a human.
He could be. He just never distinguishes whether he is or not.
So would he be like the bananas in pajamas?
Correct.
Less British than that.
I can dig it. But
no, we pretty much just happened to meet Tex from going to the shows, and pretty much pestered him until he came on and did an interview because he lived in the same area as us. So,
oh, that's cool. It's just like, it's weird that y'all just meet them at a taco stand. I'll meet these people at a random wrestling show. You know,
that is fucking weird. That's pretty awesome. Can't believe you ran into those dudes. That's really funny.
Yeah, it's like, I was like, I don't know. That's a top banana. What the fuck is you talking about? I was like, do I need to leave this conversation like post haste?
I love how we just started with, I'm the top banana.
I'm the top banana.
Yeah.
Was he wearing an outfit or was he wearing normal, like, just
normal clothes or whatever?
It doesn't work when you're wearing the date, because normally he's got like a yellow, what the hell would you call that?
It's a unitard.
Unitard, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the difference between a unitard and a leotard?
If it's one piece or if it's like the bottom half.
Yeah. Uni is one.
Correct.
Yeah, I could follow that, but it's the leotard.
Leotards are like the pants.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I knew that.
Did you?
Leo is short for pant.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wiping so much sweat away from my my forehead that my pants are now wet from putting my hands onto my pant legs. That's how bad it is in here.
You're also choosing to wear jeans inside now. I mean, that's on you.
I just got home from work. I hadn't gotten my basketball shorts part of the day yet.
Yeah. Aqua pantalones.
Water pants?
Yeah, there you go. I just put two random words together. Hopefully they made sense.
Yeah, white hoozy wazzle. Same shit.
Exactly. On toast.
On toast. That's the new phrase. Not on fleek anymore. It's I'm on toast.
Yeah. Hoozy wazzles on toast, bitches.
You ever see a giant American flag and just like, that's too big? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think about it where it's like, why is the Ford dealership need to be the one with the biggest flag in the county? It's like bigger than the one at the Capitol, or at the courthouse or the Capitol or anything. But like Randall Reed Ford, though, is it essentially like a patriotism off?
Yeah, pretty much. And you get them on golf courses, you get them on fucking car dealerships, and that's the giant flag industry right there.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, those big, huge, giant ones. I mean, they don't ever take those shits down because that's just too much of a hassle to pull that bitch down and like to do anything with it, you know?
Where are you gonna put it?
Exactly. I mean,
cover like 10 boats with it.
I mean, how you gonna even manage that shit?
Also, that's some other bullshit. If you have to put your boat in storage, it means you don't need a boat. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Whenever I drive around, I see boat storage places constantly, like in the fucking woods. And I'm just like, why don't you just keep a goddamn boat? You don't need it if you have to keep it in storage somewhere 40 miles away. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, okay, why you have a boat and you don't live by no motherfucking water? You got to tow that bitch to the water.
That's what I'm saying. You got to make a fucking trip to go get it, and then you got to take it to the water. And that seems like too much motherfucking effort for me.
I don't want to be on the boat, no way. I mean, I already have the stereotype moniker of, you know, being black in water. I mean, we don't mix.
Hydrophobic.
So why the Marine Corps? if you know you didn't like water, of all the branches, you picked the one that had Marine in it.
Oh, well, you know, I was forced not to fear the water anymore, you know?
Oh, they just throw you in until you figured it out.
Yeah. They taught me not to fear the water.
Now, going into it, did you know how to swim?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean,
okay. I was just fascinated by meeting guys who couldn't swim. And I'm like, why did you end up here? Like, of all of the other branches.
Yeah, it's just like,
two of them soundly don't have anything to do with water.
Yeah, it was like timid swimming for me or whatever. It's just like I knew how to swim, but like I was easily freaked out. If enough water got in my face, I'd be like, oh shit, you know, freak the fuck out. But you know, over time, motherfucker yelling at you and fucking and all this other bullshit, you kind of get over it. You know, the water was the least, you know, bit of worry at that time. It's like, bitch, swim. I'm like, aye, sir.
Oh man. So I was checking out your website a little bit earlier, and I saw you had a bunch of those Punisher skulls all over the place. And it just made me think about police have all of a sudden adopted the Punisher skull.
Well, that one guy from within the last year who shot that dude in Arizona. Mm-hmm. Who they made him crawl on his hands and knees down a hallway in a hotel to them.
Do not know what you're talking about.
Oh, long story short, the police had this guy and they thought he was doing something and they made him lay on his belly on the ground of a hotel room, or I'm sorry, of the hallway of a hotel. And they said they wanted him to like snake crawl to them, and his pants kept falling off as he was doing it, and he reached in the back to pull it up, and they shot him to death.
Jesus.
Because they said he was like reaching for his waistline.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guy didn't have a gun on him, and the guy who killed him had a laser engraved Punisher skull on his rifle, and also it said, "You're fucked."
Oh God!
Well, damn.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is, you know, having the Punisher skull all over police cars and all that kind of stuff doesn't make me feel safe at all.
It doesn't. Because it's the logo of the character who's known for just killing people and getting it over with.
It's the police with a big mean skull on it.
You know, some countries, they make the police dress up in those obnoxious uniforms, and their police cars are like obnoxiously colored,
checkered yellow and white.
So they stand out. And then here they make it where they can blend in and they can wear skulls.
That pisses me off.
And kill you.
I hate those fucking ghost cars so much. Because, like, how about you not try and hide from me and, like, catch me like you're fucking playing hide and seek?
Well, shit. Well, how about you abide by the law, motherfucker?
No, I got to get where I'm going.
I like that point counterpoint. It's like...
You ain't got to worry about motherfucker playing peekaboo if you're doing what the fuck you're supposed to do.
I bet the first police chief who came up with that idea and revealed it at a meeting where he's like, instead of putting police on the side in those big, obvious black letters, we just made it the same color as the car. Nobody will even know we're cops.
Yeah, and I think it's the only reason that they have it like that is because, like, I think that's kind of illegal or some shit. It's almost like in the vein of entrapment in a way or whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, if they didn't have to put it in that, like, slightly off-tone color, they totally wouldn't at all.
It'd just be a blank-ass motherfucking car.
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of getting pulled over by unmarked cars.
Yeah,
they have that little internal light they put on their dash. Is that even a real thing? That might just be movies.
No, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like anybody could get that and pull me over.
I think the same thing too, and that's why you're supposed to ask for fucking information. There's like hotlines for you to call to make sure it's a real police officer pulling you over if they're out of uniform.
That's how depressing is that we have to have a phone line to call to verify the police are actually the police.
I mean, it's not because it's because they're serial killers who will kill you.
Motherfucker pull you over, be like, license and registration, and they're like, can I have your license and registration as well, sir?
Hold on while I make a phone call. Yeah.
Did you see that somebody keeps killing mattress firm employees in Houston?
Oh,
what?
I just heard about that. I think yesterday my wife told me about it. You said keep as in multiple or just this one isolated incident?
He killed another one.
Oh, shit.
The next day. So he killed someone yesterday and the day before.
Oh, my God.
He wasn't satisfied with his motherfucking mattress.
He keeps robbing these people, but also killing them.
Weird.
And he's killed like 4 people in the last week in Houston.
Weird coincidence. Do you know that Houston has the most mattress stores in the country? Like it's a problem?
Well, it's not right now.
Like they called Montrose the Mattrose because there's like 18 fucking mattress stores in the Montrose alone.
Is that even a...
Yeah.
What a weird thing to keep track of.
I was like, why would I make that up?
Why study? Like, who's observing that? Like,
because they just started popping up all at once, and they're like, there's a mattress store here, and then on the corner, there's another fucking mattress store. Yeah. How many do you need?
You buy a mattress like every decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, is just like, all these mattress stores, and it's like damn near 2 million people here in Houston. So it's just like, that's going to be a lot of places. People want variety. They want a choice, man. It's the illusion of choice. No, this one mattress place can have 30 fucking mattresses, and this damn other place can have 30 fucking mattresses. And both of these mattresses on either fucking side can be all the same exact all the way around, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's because one is called Mattress Firm and one is called Mattress Plus.
Yep.
You know, just with the murder happening, I realized that the term Mattress Firm is like a play on words.
Yeah.
Get it?
Like
it's a firm mattress, but it's also like a firm of mattress
Get the fuck
salesmen.
Out of here.
I'm looking at you, Bob. I'm sorry, not you, Rob. I don't think Bob knew that.
I'm a Mattress Plus guy.
Yeah.
For the one time in your life you bought a mattress.
You get 3 different types of mattresses. You get one with springs, one with a pillow top, and one out of that memory foam. That's it.
Or you get the purple mattress.
Or the purple one. Or you can get avocado green.
What about a waterbed?
Oh, do they even still make those?
My wife's parents had a waterbed.
My wife.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time I slept in a waterbed.
Well, it's terrible for your back. So,
is it?
I mean, if you sleep on your stomach, it is.
Yeah, it's just like you're doing the worm internally.
Yeah, exactly. Perpetual motion.
All night.
All night.
You keep having back spasms. You're like, ugh! Do the Superman.
I've
never had sex on a waterbed. That seems like it'd be...
It's a chore.
I think that thought that was the whole point of water beds, was to fuck weird.
Yeah, well, it's like counterproductive because like you trying to thrust in and the bed is pushing forward and you pushing backwards and it's weird.
You really got to get the rhythm down.
Yeah.
When's the last time you fucked on a water bed, Rob?
It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But yeah, man, it's just like I'm trying to go in and the mattress will pull away from me and I'm trying to go in and like almost bent my dick.
Oh, man.
Very counterproductive. And then another thing about all them motherfucking mattresses, you know, it's probably cartel shit. You know, they stuffing dope and weed and money all inside the mattresses and shipping them all.
I'm gonna go check mine tonight.
I saw a video where just recently they filled a whole truck full of pineapples with cocaine. And I said, give me that sweet ass Coke. That sounds delicious.
The
Pina colada Coke. I'm into it.
Was the Coke at least bagged or anything?
They coated it in wax and then like into a cylinder and they coated it in wax and they stuffed it inside a hollowed out pineapple and like a whole case of them, like a whole truck full of cases of pineapples. That was a lot.
So they didn't just throw the pineapple out.
How do you even get tipped off about that? I mean, that sounds like so specific. It is like, hey, there's a truck going down freaking 45 right now. You got pineapples in it. Open the motherfucking pineapples.
Quick, somebody check those pineapples. No, you're right. I had the same exact question. That's funny. I was like, how the fuck would they know those pineapples had fucking cocaine covered in wax inside of them? And it was because it was part of like a really big operation that they've been watching for like 2 years or something. They figured it out.
Yeah, see? You're going to check those pineapples, see?
Was it Mattress Mac?
Longevity.
They tried to get him. They tried.
Hey, man, that's why you're giving back. That's why you're giving back. You're trying to atone for his sins.
Yeah. Oh, man. When's the last time you went to Hooters, Zipp?
I don't even know.
The problem with Hooters is
there's no
I don't
Hooters.
find the food to be very good, nor the women attractive to the point
Where it
that it
draw you
motivates
into
me to go
Yeah.
to eat the subpar food.
Have you
I
ever
feel
been to
like
Bombshells?
Oh, I haven't been to one of those either. That or at Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I haven't been to Twin Peaks either. I've been to Bombshells, though.
How's Bombshells?
It's good. The food is actually good. And then as far as eyeball pleasing, it's alright. It's either one or two things there. It's either they got a lady that's pleasing on the upper half, like the breasticle area, or is a lady that's pleasing on the lower half in the rumpticle area. Rumpticle, yes.
That's what I call it. Nah, like here's the deal. I feel like porn killed Hooters because like before that, I guess you had to look for people with their shit hanging out, and they're just not even that revealing. It's a pair of shorts and it's a tank top, which people wear all the time. Like that's not abnormal at all. And those leggings just make it look like you're some kind of hot dog. So
super tan.
I always wondered. I was like, why are their legs so smooth? I didn't know they had leggings on for a long time. I was like, they're so uniform. That's so
I
funny.
took my mom to Twin Peaks by accident when Twin Peaks first became a thing.
Yeah,
I think you told
I didn't know
me.
what that was. Yeah,
we she came and visited. I lived in Austin at the time, and we thought, well, let's go check out this Twin Peaks restaurant. And everybody's with their fucking
titties.
Everybody with their tits hanging out. It was super awkward.
Man, but I don't understand who would call tits Hooters. Like, what made you call them Hooters? Like, who thought, I know what those boobs look like. Look like a couple of fucking owls.
I think it comes from the old saying of hooting and hollering.
No.
That men would hoot and holler at women when they would take their clothes off.
Really?
Have you ever seen Boardwalk Empire?
I mean, I've heard the phrase.
But it would show old-timey strip clubs in the 20s, and it's literally like that was what I guess was considered appropriate, was for old men to just hoot and holler. Woo! They couldn't yell gross stuff yet, I guess.
That's the other thing. If you're really just that after
just
seeing
enthusiastic. They're just enthusiastic about the nudity.
If you're just so driven to go see some scantily clad women, why not just go to a strip club? Why not?
Because they want to bring their kid and the kid's baseball team, and they can't go to a strip club like that.
Is that what it is? You just couldn't hold it in for that long that you're like, after this Little League game, I'm going to go see some titties?
It's either that or CC's.
Yeah.
You ain't CC and shit in CC. Yeah, but damn, I don't know. I guess it's just like, maybe it's one of those rite of passage things, you know. kid is old enough to do something, and like that'll be like the the soft break in to kind of adulthood. Be like, hey, let's go to this place.
These college students, while they wear not even that revealing of clothing anymore by modern standards.
Well, shit, they had this place in Jacksonville, North Carolina called Cheeseburgers in Paradise. Now you get full on ass cheeks hanging out over there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's some good cheeseburgers.
Like a Jimmy Buffett themed bar.
I basically, it was just a little spot down by the triangle where it's high traffic, and it was like, what can we do to get more business? Bitch, show your ass cheeks. Like, all right, there you go.
I've actually never been over to that part of the world. How was Jacksonville?
Shit. I was in,
because like everybody always said it's like Oceanside, but just even shittier.
It's the best swamp town in Northeast Florida.
I would probably if you gave me the choice between Jacksonville, North Carolina, and Oceanside, California, I would buy stock and land. I would move all the generations of my family, past, present, and future, to Oceanside to avoid fucking Jacksonville.
That's what I was figuring. Did you like 29 Palms? Did you ever get a chance to go there?
And no. Fuck that place. The only redeeming quality of 29 Palms was it was close to Palm Springs, and it was like less than 3 hours away from Las Vegas. That was the only two redeeming qualities. The rest of that was just rocks, dirt, sand, turtles that you couldn't fuck with, and all kinds of other shit.
If a turtle, if you were having like a firing range and one of those desert tortoises wandered on, the whole range stopped until that tortoise was done.
Shut it down.
Fuck yeah.
Walking, you can't speed them up, you can't redirect them.
Can't pick them up and hurdle them up like
because they said they told us that if you messed with the turtle, he gets scared, and their defense mechanism is they urinate all over themselves, and because they're godforsaken desert creatures,
dehydrate,
just like
die.
their urine stinks apparently really bad, and they dehydrates them to the point where they die.
How do they live?
I don't understand, because by the time you urinate, it should be...
They lied to you just so you wouldn't fuck with the goddamn tortoise. That's a total lie, because it wouldn't have that, because it would die evolutionarily.
As if I was going to tell them I accidentally killed one of those turtles.
Yeah, right.
I would just bear, because it was like $100,000 fine for interfering with it.
It's like if you shot a whooping crane, you just keep that to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Especially
what always impressed me about 29 Palms was that if you were there, that there's people that live there.
Yeah, in Jericho and all them other places.
Yeah, and like Joshua Tree and those nearby towns. I'm like, you could live anywhere, anywhere in the whole country, and you literally are down the street from a place called Death Valley.
Yeah,
you can't train there, Bob. You know why?
Because you die.
Because it's called Death Valley.
I don't understand it, man. People live there. And I can understand some people living there because we're forced to live there. People are stationed in fucking 29 Palms and all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
But like to live there by choice, something's up with you. Or even to open I could see business surviving there because, we get tired of the motherfucking chow hall and shit. So, food places is probably like, you gonna get some money out there because motherfuckers love to eat. But goddamn,
Desert burger.
Yeah, but anything else is just like, why are you here? Why?
Bet if you open up a car dealership, you could take some fucking Marines with a shitty interest rate.
Yeah, that was always my dream. I thought when I retire, I want to move out to Oceanside and open a car dealership and just rip off some.
Dog,
shout out boot camp.
You can't even freaking like that's not the least of your worries or whatever. You have your own brethren in there trying to get you over some car shit, whatever. Because they'll be in bed with the dealer and shit. Be like, hey man, you bring your boys down here, man. I get you $500 finder's fee and shit. And then you got your own Marine selling you up the road for a shitty ass car with a high ass.
God damn, that is ruthless. Oh shit. I had one last thing to say about fucking M&Ms. I just thought about this. Why is the peanut M&M is the only M&M that is acceptable to be like different, oddly shaped, whatever shape and size it wants to be. The peanut M&M,
and the almond
do whatever
M&M.
the fuck it wants.
And the almond M&M.
The almond M&M takes advantage of it because if you actually open a no shit bag of almond M&Ms, you get like 8 M&Ms.
That's horseshit.
They're huge. Well, they're huge. You got to cover an entire almond in a layer of chocolate and candy shell.
That sounds like bullshit. I don't want that. It's too hard of a nut to bite into an M&M and then hit that fucking nut.
Skeet.
I want it to crunch. I want it to dissolve. I want it to go into pieces when I bite it. I don't want it to just break in half and then take my tooth with it.
You know what I'll find myself doing all the time when I either eat almond or peanut M&Ms? I'll just like crack the shell around it with my teeth and try to keep the almond or the peanut intact so I can eat the peanut or the almond by itself.
I've done that before. I understand what you're talking about.
Just go eat chocolate.
No, my wife said the same thing.
Yeah, just what are you doing? Like
my wife said the same damn thing. She was just like, "Why don't you just go eat some peanuts or some almonds?" I was like, "But there's the chocolate part on the outside." I said, "Don't question my fucking methods, god damn it."
Yeah, baby.
Just like some women will be like, have this long hair for their fucking whole life and shit. Then they'll cut that shit off real short. Then they'll go turn around and put some motherfucking extensions in. I was like, bitch, you just had some long hair. Why the fuck you do that?
Oh, man.
Do you see the, Bob?
Yeah.
If you were worried about the whole Russia interfering with the 2016 election, Trump apparently asked Putin about it, and Putin reassured him that Russia had nothing to do with it. So,
oh shit! If he said it, then
I think we're good. Then, I think
we're all set. You know, my biggest goal in life is Zipp.
What is that?
Have someone say to me, "Give that man a gun."
Like you're being deputized.
Yes.
What?
That's exactly right. Fuck.
Get that man a gun.
Somebody give that man a gun.
Somebody give that penis a sandwich.
What?
You never heard that?
No. But I'm curious if you can explain yourself.
Oh, no. I just heard that on the Kevin Smith podcast.
Shit. I was watching this commercial the other day. It was for Hanes underpants, and it said, fresh IQ advanced odor protection technology.
IQ advanced?
Yeah. And I was just
underpants.
Like, you'll never have to smell yourself again with our smart stink cloth. Trust us entirely. Never smell yourself again.
See, you know what's the freaking the crux of those goddamn like those ones that say they sweat wicking and all that other bullshit.
Called a lie.
Yeah. I mean, check it out. I mean, it does stop you from sweating or whatever, but it traps in all the heat inside the fucking underwear. So whenever you fucking crack the seal on your goddamn waistband and shit to pull your dick out to take a piss or something,
it's like
all that heat, that sauna, that stank just roll up out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the water's not in the cloth. It's just on your body and your crevices.
Yeah.
That's where.
You fucking steaming your goddamn genitals and shit. Fucking basting them bitches.
I can't get over the fresh IQ advanced odor protection. So you're telling me you figured out the one cloth that just doesn't stink when you sweat in it with your balls? Your special secret fibers have perfected anti-stinking technology. It fucking blows my mind. What are you looking up fresh IQ advanced underwear?
But like I said, all it does is trap all that shit inside the underwear. As soon as you pull them bitches back, poof. Smoke in your face. It's just like one of them old wrestling shows when the motherfucker took a handful of salt and threw it in his face. It's like, ah!
Speaking of weird clothing, black women's jeans just keep finding new places to rip holes in them. I don't understand what the fuck is going on, but I saw a chick walking down the road where it looked like zebra stripes, and it was rips in the pants. Like they were just ripped 20 times up and down the legs. It's fucking ridiculous.
I seen some videos on Instagram of like the actual factories to where they put the holes in the jeans.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like they take this like long ass metal board that look like a cheese grater on the bottom, and it just ripped the holes in the jeans.
Weird.
I was like, what happened to the old knife or scissors technique?
Yeah, do it yourself. That's how it's supposed to happen. They're supposed to be cool. You did it yourself.
I can't understand why anyone would pay to have holes put in their clothes.
It's just like, all right, I can understand it, like, you know, small rips, you know, just little trendy, a little fashiony or whatever. But I done seen shit to the extent to where it looked like the motherfucker had shorts on. It's just like, I mean, it was like from the top of the thigh, a hole all the way down past the knee, around the fucking ankle. So this is just one hole, no like fabric holding that hole together all the way down from the top of the thigh to the bottom of the motherfucking ankle. So every time this motherfucker walked, they leg exited the fucking pants. Like the pants was no longer part of their body anymore when they walked through the shit.
I don't think that man bought ripped pants. I think that man got into an accident with like a grain thresher or a fucking lawnmower.
Well, I mean, these is women wearing it. I failed to see a dude wear some shit like that. That's probably because I said this motherfucker. You know, you don't usually call women motherfuckers. She
stepped with her heels into a storm drain and just ripped those bitches. Oh, shit.
I don't understand it. It's just like even they ripped all the way to the top to where you can see the bottom of the fucking pockets and shit. What the fuck?
Oh, man. You been watching the Astros?
Nah, not really.
Not a baseball guy.
Yeah, I mean, the Astros are my adopted team since Louisiana doesn't have a baseball team.
I always thought that was horse shit. I feel like New Orleans deserves one at least.
New Orleans
they have LSU.
New Orleans deserve to have their motherfucking name back. The Jazz, the fucking basketball team.
Yes, they do. But the Pelicans is all right. I can live with the Pelicans.
It's the state bird and shit or whatever, and people still don't know the correlation. We're like, why the fuck are there the Pelicans? It's New Orleans. It should be Jazz. That's like
Pelicans are scary as fuck.
Well, that one particularly is.
Yes, it is. Have you seen the mascot, Zipp?
Yeah.
I don't even need to see the mascot to think that pelicans are scary.
Okay, well, the pelicans on their own are terrifying. They're monstrous birds. They're huge. But pelican, like the mascot for the New Orleans Pelicans, is a nightmare. It is terrifying.
It is as bad as the
along with the king cake baby.
King cake baby.
Yeah, he's bad too. He's real bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
I think that was one of those things that it started and they did it they were sincere and it sucked. And then now they just keep bringing it back because it was so scary. You know what we're referencing? Have you seen the New Orleans Pelicans king cake mascot?
I'm looking it up right now.
It's pretty unsettling. Get ready.
Yeah, get ready. You shit your pants.
Cake baby.
King cake baby.
That should be a hip hop song.
I feel like if you put New Orleans king cake baby in it, you're just going to get a lot of plastic babies and king cakes. That makes sense.
Oh. Whoa! Is it the one with like the? Oh yeah, it got like the porcelain looking face.
I'm sure that's it.
Yeah, the porcelain looking face and shit.
The nightmare from hell.
Yeah, it looked like an Annabelle doll and shit.
That baby's scary as fuck.
They don't put the damn baby in the cake anymore.
Yeah, because
you have to put it on your own.
Yeah, people are stupid.
Because it's a plastic baby and it'll melt if you fucking.
Is that it? I thought it was people would eat it.
Yeah, that
Same
too.
shit.
That too.
But just make the baby just a big enough that it's not something a normal person would be able to inhale and
then you
bite.
find the fucking baby every time.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Damn.
Yeah, I know. There's a practical reason.
Sorry, Mardi Gras, but
it's a double-edged sword.
Looks like Mardi Gras is canceled this year.
Oh man. You ever wonder how the home run got invented?
Because he ran home.
I think they just didn't know what to do. They thought, well, shit, we never thought someone could hit the ball that far.
I think it was kind of like an argument like this. Or like, sure, if you can knock the ball out of the park, I'll give everybody a run. Sure.
Just run home.
Yeah, just run. Just do it. Everybody gets a run if you can do it.
I mean, there was a point in baseball where they couldn't even hit home runs in certain ballparks.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
That's a weird rule that you can just make your baseball stadium totally fucking different.
Baseball is so goddamn particular about all their stupid little old-timey rules and shit and all this, but then they don't have any set rules on how big the field has to be.
Nope. You can have a batter's park or you can have an asshole's park. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
No,
we had a hill. We had a hill in the middle of our fucking stadium. We're just like, put a goddamn hill in it. Who cares?
I wonder to what level they could. You could put traps out there, put a sand trap.
Yeah, like a golf course. I think Gillette Stadium was the downfall of razors. Like, I think they were like, you bought a whole stadium and I pay how much for a razor?
Yeah.
That's the downfall.
Yeah, I don't even buy that shit no more. I get damn Harry's razors. They're like $9.
Yeah, I got a safety razor. Buy fucking razor blades for dirt cheap from China.
What?
Oh!
Do they talk to you?
What?
Do they talk to you? Do they critique your shaving techniques?
The Chinese or the safety razor?
The razors.
I don't understand.
I don't.
Do you think I think he thinks maybe you pay a Chinese person to shave you?
No, that I would do.
Yeah, I would probably do that too.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't like it. I paid somebody to. Well, I didn't pay them, but they did the fancy straight edge shave.
Yeah,
just made me really uncomfortable.
He did mine, but it was just like a regular Bic razor and shit.
That's really ghetto. Like, what do you mean? Somebody else shaved you?
Yeah, it's just like in the very infancy stages of me going bald and shit. I was just like, I went to a barbershop for the last time. I just like shaved this shit all the way down, razor that shit.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be so weird to pay a barber to shave my face with just like a Bic safety razor.
That'd be upsetting. I'd be like, I could do this at home.
I could literally do this on my own.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't want to. I hate shaving. It's a chore.
It takes 5 minutes. Come on.
No, it doesn't. You don't have this.
Everybody.
You don't have this face texture that like I have.
You don't understand. My beard reaches all the way down to my body, and I have to make a delineation in between the two. Got to make the north and the south different.
Is that why you wear a necklace so you know when to quit?
Yeah,
shaving.
That's where it stops.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can grow a beard. I have to stay clean face for my job.
See, I like a job with a beard. That's just me.
Right.
Is that what you say when you apply?
Yeah, I go, excuse me.
I'm only doing this job
if I get a beard.
It's a studio break. Hey, you know what you need to do. Go to studio.com. Use promo code 3RShow15. Get your 15% off your headphones order. Go do it right now. Well, pause the episode. Then go do it. Then come back and finish listening to the episode with your studio headphones. You'll notice the difference. So go do it right now at studio.com. Promo code 3RShow15.
That's the only way I'm taking this job.
Yeah, well, they pay me quite handsomely. So, I mean, I'm not too upset about it.
How do they feel about your podcast?
They don't know.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, because I talk shit about my coworkers. That's why I don't tell nobody.
Ooh, Dave sucks.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think I work with a Dave, but yeah, he sucks too.
I mean, it was one or I could take a shot in the dark.
Now, podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, been doing this for, I'm just going by a number count. Y'all like on episode 73 or some shit like that.
Yeah, we've been, how many years now, Bob?
About 3.
About 3. I think 4 at the end of the year.
Hot damn.
No,
we started out real slow.
Very slow. It was very learn as you go, so.
Yeah, I can understand. But like,
how often do you put out episodes?
Once a week.
Oh, la-di-da.
We're taking that big fat step right about now. We're about to start doing once a week.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what was the cause for the change? I mean, what was the regularity of the show, before you just making that announcement?
It used to be every other week, and it was because of just work.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Work-life balance. And then so we've just finally gotten to the point now where we have enough people listening and we have enough content that we are like, yeah, we think we can do this weekly. So that's our plan for August, is that we're just going to start releasing every week.
Yeah, baby. You can find us at nrqpodcast.com and on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't hear that website, it was nrqpodcast.com.
What did I say?
You
I just said it again.
Okay.
Yeah, you were just like, nrqpodcast.com.
Yeah, baby.
You got to make it sound sexy so people want to go there. It's a very sexy website.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
If you frequent Hooters, you would like this website.
Oh, look at those Hooters! Sorry, I just had to get it out one time. But we're going weekly, and we actually have a special promotion.
Yeah.
You want to go for it, Zipp?
Yeah, we're
in honor of Shark Week.
In honor of it's the 30th anniversary of Shark Week next week.
I heard you about to say Sharknado.
Sharknado. No, not Sharknado. And we just decided that we thought that's a lot of shark content. That's 30 years
of the same 8 specials.
Of the same 8 specials, you know. And so we wanted to make some counter programming for people who maybe are tired of sharks. And so we have a whole week of squid-related podcasts to drop
Squid Week
during Shark Week for people who maybe want to learn about something else the ocean has to provide than sharks.
It's dirty-ass squids.
It's squid.
Dirty-ass squids.
Dirty-ass squid.
Yeah. So we're going to drop one episode every day for a week, talking about different things about squids. It's going to be funny. It's not just route information coming out of our fucking mouths.
It's obviously not like... It's not like going to be like a college-level course when it comes to squid.
Squid 101.
I used to be a science teacher, so it kind of just comes naturally for me to want to present information like that. And so we have no idea of how well received Squid Week is going to be. This is our first year.
You should check it out because it's going to kick some dirty squid ass.
And where's it at?
It's at nrqpodcast.com or on iTunes or on all some other fucking apps, you know.
Yeah. Is it at any point will you be discussing Squidward?
You better fucking believe it. We're going to get to Squidward.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a whole day of just pop culture and squid.
We're going to talk about The Beast and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Sphere.
Stop.
I mean, fucking Samuel L. Jackson was scared of that goddamn squid. That was Sphere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The book, or the object manifest whatever your worst fear was, and Samuel L. Jackson had read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
As like a child.
As a child, and so he was scared of giant squid.
And they were already under the water.
And they were already in the water, so that was a really bad one to have.
Yeah, he really lucked out in that one. Sorry, Samuel. When I was a kid, I used to think Samuel L. Jackson was Samuel, or Samuel, like, and the L was just part of his first name. I don't know why. It was just what I thought as a child. Because everybody says his full name. It goes Samuel L. Jackson. So it sounds like Samuel.
What do you think about Deep Blue Sea?
That movie's fucking great. I love watching that dude get his fucking arm bit off. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and he's just like giving this fucking motivational speech and everything. He's like, we will not go silently into that good night, chomp.
I think that was Bill Pullman from Independence Day, but it was close.
Hey, I can remember the words.
Samuel Jackson gave that like really, really inspirational speech and then got eaten, you know.
8.
He got 8. Fucking around and get 8.
You got 8. That's the name of the sequel.
I was looking at something interesting on your profile here on Twitter.
Oh no!
And what's the thing about the butts? You talk about the butts, all your butts and stuff.
Oh man! If we ever change the name of the podcast,
hashtag all things butt.
All things butt.
I don't know. That's just like we'd both always historically been more ass guys.
Yeah.
So that's just always kind of a reoccurring theme on the shows is butts. All things butt.
Yeah, we talk about all things butt.
Who's number one on your butt list right now?
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Nicki Minaj has a nice fucking butt, but it looks unreal. It looks like she got unreal. She got some back alley butt injections by a Jamaican. I know she did.
I give her some back alley butt injections.
God damn, that was a good one.
Nothing a woman wants to hear more than you referring to it as a butt injection.
It was yeah. Motherfucker. Do you remember that video that Jennifer Lopez and Iggy Azalea did called Booty? And it was literally 3.5 minutes of them oiling their ass cheeks together.
I don't remember that at all.
That's real.
Yeah, hold on.
It's real.
What was the name of the song?
Booty.
Booty.
I'm about to re-indulge right now while you look that up.
Let's see here.
Because I've only seen it in passing. I've never seen it from end to end.
It's what I just told you. It is 3.5 minutes of them oiling their ass cheeks and rubbing them together. It's fucking hilarious and amazing.
Warning.
There's a lot of butts.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by for count. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was going to give me an actual
countdown.
Oh, like an actual warning. Like, be careful.
Oh, I see.
These butts are. Yeah, that is a lot of.
Yeah, may induce boner.
Is it what I told you, Zipp?
Yeah, it is. It is very heavy on just butts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I bet that song has a lot of quality lyrics.
Yeah.
How much oil do you think they had to go through
Dude.
to film? I mean, this is an egregious amount of baby oil.
They've got one of those fucking oil drums full of KY with the pump on top, like cha-chunk, cha-chunk, cha-chunk. Can you hear that?
I can hear it.
No, can he?
I hope he can.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, good. They just said big booty about 18 times, and that was a good few bars.
All right. I'm looking at another woman's butt. That means my wife is near, so I need to quit.
Yep, you got to stop. You got to pack it in. Yeah, no, Jennifer Lopez, that was what she was known for when I was young. That's what I remember. She was just known for having a big ass.
Yeah, J-Lo booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's even better.
And then at some point, we all decided to just accept that she's an actress, which is fucking weird.
She is an actress.
No, she's a shitty actress.
Is she?
Now that's her fucking job. That did not used to be her job.
She was Selena in the movie, though, wasn't she?
She was.
Yeah. That was
She
like
still
her
sucked.
first big break.
Like before that, she was just a woman with a big ass who did some really bad albums. And now she's a woman with a big ass that does some really bad movies. Like Geely.
Okay.
Geely was
that was years ago.
movie.
Oh, man. Iggy Azalea dropped the fuck off the map. What happened to her?
That booty.
That's it. That was it. That song sunk her album.
Well, really what had happened, because, I mean, she is a rap artist, and she was on a rap radio show to where they are notorious for having their guests rap on the show. And they had her on there. They put her on the spot, and her freestyle was subpar. And ever since then, she's been in a downward spiral.
Oh, shit. Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was some other things, too. Is like, I think she had a very messy split from her ex, and then she just kind of like faded into obscurity. I mean, she still keep her body in shape or whatnot, but like music-wise, nothing has really been popping off too much.
I'm glad that nobody puts us on the spot, Bob, to just freestyle rap.
God, that would be fucking
If that was
awesome.
what sank our career.
I just did it. Let's go.
No.
Freestyle. Here,
Well,
let me get this.
I hope you're ready for the rap to start with, was it 1, 2, 3, or...
What did I used to say?
It's all, well,
You know what
start
you have to do? You have to say what you're here to say.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
it.
I'm so-and-so, and I'm here to say...
Yeah, that's how you start off a rap.
Yeah.
No, that was just back in the 80s where you just like rip, rap, rap, rippity, rap, rap.
Ribbity
That was a
rabble.
rap song.
Ribbity rabble rabble.
Run DMC. I'm sorry, but I mean, I guess I'm not old enough, but Run DMC fucking sucked.
I think, with a lot of that rap, you had to, like, be there, I think, to really appreciate it. Because, like, early 90s, late 80s rap can look so corny.
Essentially, it was
compared
really,
to
really
now.
silly until fucking Death Row Records happened. Like, until all the gangster rap of the early 90s. That was it. Like, there's audio of Dr. Dre making rap songs about Frankenstein and Dracula before he started making gangster rap. I'm not
What?
fucking kidding.
What?
You can look it up.
I am good. I'm Googling that. Dr. Dre.
Like, I think it's called Monster Rap. I'm not kidding.
Monster rap.
Yeah. No, rap was fucking silly before the early 90s, before gangster rap happened.
Silly
Silly.
rap.
Laylaw. Monster rapping. Rolex 85.
What? I'm kind of upset right now. Not at you guys, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was really talking about this freestyle battle shit that we was about to do, and I went to one of my go-to artists that has some instrumentals on here, and he pulled all this shit off of iTunes.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good because I wasn't going to be doing any freestyling, so.
You're lucky you're saved by the bell.
Can you hear that song, or is that only on our end?
I hear nothing. What are you playing?
Okay, I didn't think so, yeah.
What are you playing?
That's okay.
We're playing the Dr. Dre Monster song, and it's pretty good.
Sounds like the Electric Underground.
No, we'll be okay. I'll take your word for it.
Is Morgan Freeman's career done?
Oh, after that weird...
The Me Too thing, is that done? Is he over?
I heard that was also kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Some of them are bullshit, and it's hard to tell though which ones are like the legit ones and which ones are the.
I seen the supposed video of what the lady was mistaken claim was the accusation on, and it was just like he was responding to something somebody else said, but in the context of the conversation, it looked like it could have been something, but it wasn't really nothing. But they had other video footage of him, complimenting and just like flirting with ladies during, prepping for interviews while they had the cameras rolling. And he said some slick shit. I mean, it wasn't like nothing that you can sue a motherfucker over, but he said some slick shit.
You got some moves, Morgan.
Was he trying to sell you some Mountain Dew ice?
I don't know. He was telling me that Andy Dufresne swam through a river of shit.
That was pretty good.
Andy Dufresne.
Why is he on those Mountain Dew ice commercials? Like, what about Morgan Freeman makes you want to chug some Mountain Dew?
I think it's because that they spit such hot beats that the only thing that can cool him down is the drink called ice.
And I've also heard that he has some hot ass breath.
Yeah.
Like stank breath?
Like stank hot, yeah.
Ooh. Now, that's an interesting idea. What if you could make a soda that tasted really good that also did the equivalent of like Listerine? Cleaned your mouth out and made it smell good.
I don't know. You'd
be a millionaire.
Just squirt some Banaka in that bitch.
Who has Banaka anymore?
What is Banaka?
That's that spray you see old people in cartoons spraying in their mouth when they're about to go on a
the
date.
fucking reason that I sprayed cologne in my mouth once when I was a kid.
Oh,
did you?
No.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because all you see is old people would take those things and spray them.
Yeah.
And I just sprayed it right in my stupid fucking mouth. This is before Axe body spray was like everywhere, so nobody had cologne.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I don't know where
I
the
am
fuck
happy though that we got to be teenagers when Axe body spray got really big, because then we just never had to take showers in gym class in school.
Yep.
Because you would just, spray yourself down in Axe.
Or if you were smoking cigarettes, you could just spray yourself down in Axe.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
Bob, how well do you think we hid the fact that we smell like cigarette smoke from our parents with all that Axe? Probably not at all.
There's no fucking way.
We probably didn't do anything to hide it, except made it more obvious.
Yeah, right?
Because you come home reeking like cologne and cigarettes.
Reek of sex.
Yeah, it's just like, it makes you more suspicious, because like, all right, I got teenage boy that barely want to wash his ass, but if he come in here smelling smooth as shit or whatever, something's up.
What you hiding? What's in your pockets?
So
No, that's exactly what happened. Where the fuck can you buy Banaka? I don't even know what it tastes like. How well does it work?
And the only reason I say Banaka is because sometime back, my wife asked me what that breath spray was, and we couldn't think of the name of it, and it came to me. Now I just don't let it leave my brain ever again.
I know what you mean. I've done the exact same thing before.
How do you say it?
Banaka.
Banaka, like binoculars.
Correct.
Except mouthwash.
Yep. Nope. It's like a spray.
Yes.
Yeah,
Concentrated.
Remember when those Listerine strips came out?
Those are still around.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck those things.
Yeah, because you probably ate them wrong.
It's too minty.
Well, have you ever received oral delights with Listerine strips?
That sounds like how you get a burning pee hole.
Like, hey, you're gonna get the how it turns into like a gel in your mouth.
It tingles.
Like you're just gonna get that all over my dick.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It tingles. It's very delightful.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Put a bunch of Altoids in there. Have them jingle around.
Get some Pop Rocks.
Fucking love Pop Rocks.
I haven't had that in a long time either.
That's because you're an adult man.
Yeah. What's the damn what was the myth about those two?
Oh, you put them in Coca-Cola and blow up.
No, that's Mentos.
No, that was
Pop
the
Rocks
myth.
too.
Pop Rocks. I mean, Mentos, if you put them in Diet Coke, it does
blow.
fizz up.
Yeah, it blows
but
up.
Thing was, if you put Pop Rocks and Coke, it blow up. That's why in that episode of The Simpsons, Homer takes a can of cola and takes a thing of Pop Rocks and dumps it in, and he throws it like a grenade, and it blows up.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, because the myth was like you couldn't drink them with a Coke. Like you can eat them, you couldn't eat them with a Coke or whatever, or it'll blow up in your stomach or some shit.
Swallow those motherfuckers and they're popping.
How the
in your
bird,
throat.
like how you're not supposed to throw rice at weddings because birds will eat it and explode.
Yeah, exactly. Which, how come I don't see exploding ass birds?
I don't think it's that the bird like and like puffs into a giant thing of feathers, I think it just dies internally.
Yeah, that's probably right.
It probably just falls slowly out of the
It
sky.
probably just walks around and falls down.
And then a pelican comes in and scoops it up.
Yes, with their giant mouths. They can hold like 10 animals in
Is a
it.
pelican big enough that it could fit a human inside of its pouch?
Probably a baby.
That would be
Maybe a baby for sure.
Yeah, probably a baby, yeah.
human baby.
Definitely a human baby.
God, imagine having to be the one to call the police and say a pelican stole your baby.
Pelican stole my baby.
Man, that bitch got some wingspan on it, too. You have to damn, like, legit throw hands on that motherfucker, too.
No fucking joke.
You know, all of the police are out there having to wrangle up all the pelicans nearby to find the baby.
Put them in a lineup and shit.
If you told me I had to take on a pelican, you're like, well, what item do you want to use? I'd be like, give me a fucking tire iron.
No,
like, that's
fuck
what
that.
you need
Give
to
me a
fight off
gun.
a pelican.
If you gonna give me weapons, let me pick a gun, damn it. I'll shoot this bitch.
Now, I think I'm going to take a Men in Black approach and let it eat me.
What?
And then kill it from the inside.
No, see what you do is you put Coke and Pop Rocks in your pocket and then let it swallow.
Oh, yeah.
And then blow up his stomach.
That would be pretty great if I get to crawl out of the mouth if like people just got to watch me internally fighting a pelican.
I love the idea.
Release the Mentos and Diet Coke, kill it, and then crawl out victorious.
I love the image of someone like taking a thing of Pop Rocks and pouring a Coke into a pelican's mouth, like glug 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 glug. Ah, that's fucking hilarious.
Holding its beak together as you shake its head. No.
Like a fucking paint shaker. Oh god.
Yeah, then they had I think they also said like if you give a bird laxatives, you know, because the digestive system is like all kind of weird and fucked up, it would make them blow up as well.
Interesting.
I think that's anything if you give it too many laxatives, though.
Well, like
Yeah,
it was different with a
shit
bird. I
itself
mean, you
to
didn't have to
death.
give it like a pile of it. You just like poofing it. Speaking of birds, you seen the video of the stereotypical Korean, Asian, Japanese lady in the park snatching up pigeons so she can take them to a restaurant?
Oh my god, yeah, I saw
No.
that shit. I think I don't think she was taking a rest. I think she was taking them home. But there's this video. of
Catching
this-
them alive?
This
or
old Asian couple sitting on a park bench, and then the lady's just like looking like she's trying to catch a fly at these little fucking sparrows on the ground that are chirping around. And all of a sudden, she's got one, and then she just stuffs it into a little like plastic grocery bag that you realize she has full of little birds.
Mm-hmm.
They're just flapping around.
Yeah, they're like sitting in the park throwing breadcrumbs at them and shit to attract the birds. And then you just like, you know how you got the fly swatter and you're trying to get that motherfucker and you're just trying to get real close so you don't have to make this big arduous swing and miss and be all embarrassed. That's how she was.
Exactly right. And the old man is just sitting there completely unfazed. He's just like, yep, that's bird number 3.
Yeah, he's like, this is just another Tuesday.
Another bird snatching Tuesday.
Yeah, that's to be rivaled with Taco Tuesday.
That's what we do in my house is bird snatching Tuesday. Nah.
Fuck your tacos.
Bird snatching Tuesday.
That's something you don't get in fucking Louisiana is decent ass tacos. That's
I thought you were
for
going to say
sure.
bird snatching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement.
Nope.
Because I mean, we got so much other fly shit to eat that we don't have to worry about motherfucking tacos.
Also true. You got all sorts of weird seafood.
Oh yeah.
Alligators.
Alligators?
Oh, man, I went to New Orleans for WrestleMania, and I had a motherfucking alligator po' boy.
Damn.
This was the most delicious po' boy I ever had in my life.
Such succulent meat.
Yeah, it's just I ate this thing. First of all, it was at a WrestleMania in the fucking Superdome and shit. So $12.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, you ate it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I thought you said you
shit.
ate it while you were in town for WrestleMania.
No. I ate it at WrestleMania. So
You ate it with an $18 beer.
So I eat this damn alligator po' boy, and I was like, it automatically turned into Tyrone Biggums and shit. I was like, you got another one of them alligator po' boys? I was in there I was about to make a bet with somebody over a motherfucking alligator po' boy and shit. That's how delicious them motherfuckers was. I was like, I bet you this motherfucker win this match. If you win, you gotta buy me an alligator po' boy.
I'll take that po' boy bet. I'll take that po' boy action.
Are you a Roman Reigns fan?
I like him. Yeah. I just wish they just put the belt on him so they can get this shit the fuck over with and then stop being the Roman Reigns show.
What? You're telling me you don't like Brock Lesnar being the champion?
Who?
Is he even wrestle anymore?
He still the fucking champion, but he's not been on there in like 9 months.
I've seen him for the most amount of time on camera in the UFC confrontation than I've seen him in a WWE ring.
I can't believe that he might fight for the belt. That's so silly.
They already said it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
He hasn't fought in like 3 years, and he got it.
And he was on steroids. Yeah.
Well,
see what happens. Daniel Cormier is a fat motherfucker, though.
Well,
I mean, he's literally beaten everyone
except for John Jones, who can't stay off of fucking coke and pop rocks.
But did you see in the confrontation between the two of them how much bigger Brock Lesnar is?
Oh yeah. He ain't winning that shit.
Brock Lesnar is an ox-human hybrid, okay? Like, he is a white gorilla. It is fucking insane.
And a Canadian now.
Oh, yeah. He trains in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
He literally said, I want to get as far away from people as I possibly can. That's what he did.
Yeah. I don't understand his motivation sometimes because he talks about how he's like, I'm Mr. Simple Man and I want to live out in the woods and do my own thing. But you keep choosing to do these WWE and UFC events.
Because it's money.
But he has money. Like, how much more money do you fucking need?
More money.
But that's the thing, though. It's just like, yeah, he does these things, but look how little of it he does to get what he gets paid. Wouldn't you do that? Like, all right, there's 365 days a year. And out of that 365 days, we need you 12 of those and we'll pay you millions of dollars. I was like, you fucking right. I'll be there for those 12 days and nothing more, nothing less.
For what they pay him, I would fight those people, yes.
And so far, he has spent less than 12 days. So
yeah,
he's got a lot to make up for.
You know, it's just crazy, man. It's just like, I understand the appeal of him, the allure and all this stuff or whatever, but get that dude the fuck out of there, man.
I like watching UFC fights. I'll tell you that much right now. I will watch that fight. I will have not paid for a UFC fight in years, and I pay for that immediately because I love watching Brock Lesnar fight for real. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you know how I've seen my last couple of UFC fights?
How's that?
Periscope.
Hey, that was when Ronda Rousey was losing all those fights. I was watching them on Instagram after the fact because people would just upload the 3 minutes of action to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, she was hot too. Still is.
Who that? Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
She's a WWE star now.
And she's got fucking cornrows like Riff Raff.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's another question too. Is Riff Raff a Houston rapper?
He is from Houston,
but he is like active out of California.
Okay,
he got started here and he was candy painting cars, and then he moved. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I know. I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, no, he is from Houston. He is totally fucking bananas.
Oh yeah,
and he's made like 2 albums, but
he is a guilty pleasure of mine.
I do like Riff Raff.
Yeah, he's.
How you feel about 6ix9ine?
He's not the top banana though.
He ain't the top banana.
Yeah, well, shit, Riff Raff is like an adult 6ix9ine.
Yeah, he is.
I think Riff Raff can keep his hands to himself, though.
Yeah.
Like 6ix9ine.
What did he fucking do? I don't know.
Oh, God. 6ix9ine's got, like, all kinds of charges coming up.
Yeah,
he had one in Houston. Our buddy was a lawyer, saw him in court. I was like, why?
He choked a fan in Houston.
Oh, good.
And that's why he's arrested here. And then up in like New York, he had sex with a minor.
Ooh.
So yeah, he's got all kinds of. I know it seems really. It's unexpected that a guy named 6ix9ine with a 6 and a 9 tattooed on his face.
He's not even 5'9", I don't think.
Isn't he Japanese?
No, Hispanic.
I thought his name was Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's like with that one rapper who just got murdered, XX.
X-Temptation or some shit.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
His name is R.I.P. now.
Dead ass motherfucker.
XXX-Tenation.
I don't know.
I don't want to.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
I don't want to make fun of the dead.
Who gives a shit? He had a song which I've never heard. So, whatever.
He had a song that the music video was him at his own funeral, and it came out a couple days after he got murdered.
Yeah, he wanted to be Tupac so bad.
And he got popped.
He got it. And they're about to make an arrest on Tupac, though. I mean, not the rapper, but the guy who shot him. Yeah.
What? No, they're not.
Apparently, they claim that they are to the point where they're about to maybe make an arrest in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Oh, shit.
And it was all because of that USA show.
Really?
No, I'm just making that up.
You got us both. Goddamn.
Biggie's back.
Are you a Biggie or Tupac guy? East Coast, West Coast?
We had this discussion not too long ago. I was just like, we didn't get enough of Biggie for me to formulate, to come to that conclusion, because like, if you look up anything Tupac right now, he has like 1 billion albums.
I would say it's not his fault. He wrote 12 albums after he was dead.
Yeah, he got like 12. He got more content for me to draw that conclusion on, so I'm always going to side with Tupac because I have more to go off of. Biggie only had 2 albums. So, I mean, they were good, but,
Biggie could only speak so much in between breaths. So, I mean.
Are we saying who's better, Biggie Smalls or 6ix9ine?
Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, what are you?
What?
Here's the thing. My guilt, I do like 6ix9ine's music. I don't know why. I enjoy his fucking music.
Every song sounds the same.
Yeah.
It's all him yelling the...
That's also why I like Stitches.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I like...
There's a name I haven't heard. I wonder if that dude's fucking dead. Let me look that up.
He got the shit kicked out of him. I know that.
That was a while back.
Yeah.
But it probably happened again. Let's see how many more tattoos he has on his face.
You know who Stitches is?
No, I do not.
Oh, you better.
God.
You better learn up and listen to "Brick in Your Face" by Stitches.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah. That's the dude that got the freaking Jack Skeleton on his face, don't he?
Yeah.
And his stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, it
Get
is.
that brick in your face. Yep.
Yeah, that's some other shit I don't understand.
What, cocaine or face tattoos?
All of the above. I don't understand what's up with this music, man. It's just like if you got a halfway decent ass beat and you can yell or just say you good.
Dude, rap nowadays fucking sucks. I hate it.
Mumble rap?
Mumble rap fucking kill me. Huh.
I know, it's just more like of a thing is like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say every song that these people put out is garbage, because I mean they might have like maybe 1 or 2 that I probably dig or whatever, but the rest of that shit is just like hot piss, hot
garbage water,
hot
coming
piss
out
on
the
a flat
trash can.
rock.
I want no part of it. Oh man. Anyway, so that's what's up.
Oh, you looking up Stitches right now?
Oh, I was, yes. It doesn't look like he's done anything except get even more tattoos. That's a lot of tattoos. Wow.
All right. Well, speaking of stitches, I think we're about to stitch this up.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I like
Nice.
your segue there. Is that a part of your show? Y'all try to come up with obscure and ridiculous segues and everything?
Nope. I just pulled that out my ass.
No.
Yeah, the butt. You pulled that out the butt.
That's exactly
All
what I
things
did.
but.
All things but. Well-
Anyway, so well, I guess before we get out of here, let's one last time toss out some plugs.
Yeah.
Go to
Some butt plugs, because you all
Go
about the
to
butt.
nrqpodcast.com. Check out No Redeeming Qualities podcast starting weekly here in August.
get ready
And,
for Squid Week.
July 22nd to start a Squid Week. So if Shark Week something you're really into, try a new animal. Give them a shot.
You like hearing about squids, smelly ass squids? Come on over to NRQ.
And so also NRQ Podcast, you can find us at all the social medias,
Yeah, No Redeeming Qualities. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We're on Podcast Republic. Oh, shit. We got Twitter. We got Facebook. We got Instagram.
I think he's got it.
All right.
Quick question. Does it, whenever we try the different animals for the whatever week we choose to do,
Yes.
does it have to be sea animals? Can I do like llama week or whatever?
That's what we're going to decide based on how this one's received for next year.
Okay.
It depends how Squid Week goes.
Depends on how Squid Week goes. If people come out and they say we want more aquatic life, then I guess I'm bound to keep it to the ocean, But
Okay.
I could see myself doing Llama Week. I'm not opposed to it.
Fuck llamas. I hate llamas.
Why?
Because a llama tried to eat my hat when I was a child, and I thought he was trying to eat my head.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. We'll let that slide.
All right. That's actually true. So
I was like, everybody like llamas. You play Fortnite?
nah.
Oh, yeah.
They spit. They got fucked up.
I keep trying to get him to play Fortnite. He won't do it.
I'll think about it.
I do it. I mean, it's fun when you have people that you know.
Fuck Tilted. Sorry.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you giving me your time and sharing some of your insights on the local Houston culture, some of the Louisiana cracklings, and all these other fine things that we discussed, including the butt.
So if I have anything to say,
love the butt.
Take the cracklings.
Yes, take the cracklings and run.
Take the cracklings and run. That's my country album.
If you don't take these cracklings and run.
Just take the cracklings and run. Yeah.
Take the cracklings and run.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for having us on, man. We really liked it. We had a good time.
All right, man. And like I said, I appreciate you giving me your time. You've been a guest of the show. The door is always open for you to come back. Make sure you bring some cracklings with you, though.
You got it.
Thank you.
And maybe some Pop Rocks and some Coke.
Woo woo!
And that was Bob and Zipp from the No Redeeming Qualities podcast. They're local here to the Houston, Texas area. And it was a delight and pleasure to sit down and chat with these gentlemen about squids and butt stuff and taking the cracklings and run. I've been sitting on this episode for a while, so I had to kind of breeze back through it just a little bit to refresh my memory, man. I've been, reordering things and switching things up and moving them around and whatnot. So, I apologize to those gentlemen for, waiting this long, but I had motherfucking Michael Jai White on the show. So, that for me, that took priority, but anyway, it was, great to talk to those guys once again. And, hopefully here in, Houston, Texas, November 17th or the weekend of that, we'll be doing a podcast festival here in Houston. It's the Murder City podcast here in Houston, Texas. It's a whole group of us now. I finally found them. I found the nest, I found where they hiding all the Houston podcasters at. I put out a tweet one day. I forgot how it even came about. And then I found this one podcast and I sent them a DM, and then they said, "Hey, what about this one? They from Houston." And I put them in the DM, and then we just started accumulating Houston podcasters that we all knew mutually or, from other people who knew other people. And we started all adding them to the DMs, and I found 23 unique podcasts to the Houston, Texas area. So I found the sect. I found the dark web of Houston podcasters, and hopefully as it goes, November 17th, I forget the venue name. I don't have it in front of me and I don't feel like looking it up, but we're supposed to have our own little podcast festival here. So hopefully that works out and I'll be there, I'm excited. I don't even know what to do with my hands right now. I'm just waving them all around. Well, I could have just used my hands to pull up my phone and get that information for you or whatever, right? Which I'm going to do. I've said it too many times. All right. The H-Town Podfest is going to be at the Bohemian Bar or Bar Bohemian and November 17th. You can go on eBrite right now and reserve some tickets. Let's see. It's the Murder City podcast, True Crime of Houston. That's the one that's spearheading the whole operation and everything. So if you want to register, if you're a Houston local or, you want to come from out of town and be a part of this thing, go to ebright.com and search for the H-Town Podfest 2018. Yep. It's going to be fun. It's at 307 Fairview Street and here in Houston, Texas. 77006 is the zip code. Yeah. So we got that going on. We got Jay Sandlin and James over there on the Who Would Win podcast. They starting to do live shows if this goes well, I'm doing a live show, and I'm maybe be branching out and collaborating with more Houston podcasters and everything, because I want this thing to grow, man. I walk around with a H-Town podcaster shirt and nobody says nothing. I don't think people know what podcasts are, but according to if you follow them on Instagram or Twitter, what it is, podcast.co, and the dot is spelled out, that's DOTCO. They got a whole bunch of interesting statistics about podcast and the behavior of podcasters and podcast listeners. So I think they said it was 10% of people don't listen to podcasts because they don't know how to download them. And it was like 22% don't listen because they don't know what it is. So I think those numbers are very low, because I've run into a few motherfuckers that don't know what a motherfucking podcast is, or how to download it, or how to work that shit on their phone. I usually have to physically take their phone, find their app of choice, and I feel icky when it's an Android device and everything, because I got to go through Google App Store, and it's just you get nauseous thinking about it. But yeah, so I think those numbers may be off, and that's an interesting podcast. That's an interesting webpage and Twitter account that I just told you about. It's podcast.co, and I might reach out to them, get them on the show, because I'm interested in what they're doing over there and how they accumulate all these statistics and whatnot. But hey, that's it for this week on the Random Rounds with Rob podcast. I appreciate you for coming in and chatting with me for a little bit. Well, you didn't actually chat with me unless you sent me a voicemail, which I didn't play any this time because I got 8 of them, and I can't play all 8 of them because that would be a long ass show, which is irrelevant because I've done long ass shows before. I just that's a lot of voicemails. And if I get any more voicemails, I might just take all the voicemails and do a special voicemail edition again. So yeah, send in your voicemails. You can do so at 304-TALK-ROB. That's 304-825-5762. That's 304-825-5762. Send me a voicemail. It can be about anything, especially random shit. You can plug your podcast, your music, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Just leave a random voicemail. And you can follow me on Twitter at itsbrob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and any other general shenanigans, that's the place you do it. The show also has its own Twitter account that you can follow at 3R Show. And if you're hip and trendy, you should also be following at 3R Show 2. That's TOO. And you can follow me on Instagram, where I stroll the hallowed halls of Walmart. And I haven't did any videos at all this week. I've been to Walmart. I just haven't did any videos. I had a lot of shit on my mind. I just had to get in, get out, and do all kind of stuff. Also, you can follow me on the Lemur app. Please download it. Download it in your Apple iTunes or Apple App Store and your Android store, or whatever you call that shit over there. And follow me. I've talked with the owners and everything, and they'll hook me up with something cool if I can get 100 followers on the Lemur app, and shit, man, it's fun. It's social audio. I mean, it's something like a podcast or a audio journal and whatnot. People go in there and they just talk about their day to day. And what I use it for is to speak my mind, pretty much. Because I mean, here at the Random Rounds with Rob is, guest driven. So I have a guest here, and we'll talk with the guests and pick their brain and, hear interesting things about them. But over on the Lemur app, I use that as more as a personal platform, how I feel about the podcast and the situation is in, and where I look to the future about it, and just other stuff. Like this most recent episode of Behind the Randomness is what I call it on the Lemur app. I talk about the All In pay-per-view that just passed, and The Nun, the new spinoff from the Conjuring franchise. So if you want to hear about that, or just any other general musings that I have, download the Lemur app. I'm trying to get 100 followers. I think I got 56 right now. So every 10 followers, starting with the round numbers, 50 and all that, I'll give you a digital download. And once we hit 100 followers, I'll give away a pair of Regent headphones given to me by our sponsors at Studio.com, where you can use the promo code 3RShow15 and get 15% off your headphones order. Also, this is sponsored by Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You can go to Etsy.com and look for Hooks, Rubs, and Spices, and you can get 10% off your order if you use promo code 3RShow. It'd be highly appreciated if you can go to those places and support those awesome businesses with their awesome products. And if you want to find any other ways to port. Yeah, we porting video games from Game Boy to Nintendo 64 and then reporting it from Nintendo 64 to Nintendo Switch. But if you want to support the show in any other ways, you can find different ways to do that at randomrobcast.com, which is undergoing renovations right now. So I think after the 10th, it'll switch over to the new service provider, and you might see more or less or a more clean looking website coming here soon at randomrobcast.com, to where you can find different ways to support the show. You can use my Amazon links, donate items off my Amazon wish list. You can buy merchandise. My merchandise store is wehavemerch.com. There's links on randomrobcast.com. And you can become a patron through Podbean at randomrobcast.com. Just like Brandon McIntyre, Glenn Abbott, King Ajar, Bob Hines, and Robert Cook, in which King Ajar has a birthday coming up. Yeah. I already got some birthday presents lined up for him. And yeah, I forget who else's birthday is coming up. I don't think it's coming up soon, but it'll be the next one in the 5. You know, I like to give them things for their birthday. Let them know I appreciate them and that they're cool human beings and they should be praised as such. And besides all that, I mean, you don't have to donate to the show monetarily. You don't have to spend a dime of your money. The easiest way and the preferred way that you can support the show is listen. If you're hearing me say these things right now, you're doing your part. And I highly appreciate it. I thank you at the beginning of the show. I thank you at the end of the show. I thank you in the middle of the show if I remember to. But listen to the show. Share the show. Like, review. 5 stars preferably. But if you have anything below 5 stars, I would love some constructive criticism. And yeah, do that for any other podcast you listen to, because those things go a long way. The likes, the retweets, the positive feedback, just the interactions is kind of what we drive off of, man. But that's it. Look forward to next week's episode. I might have to jumble the order again. I still have Jeff Vita from the Kung Fu Drive-In podcast. I still have James from the Who Will Win podcast in the queue. And if everything works out right, you know, I don't like to say who my, you know, kind of my marquee guests are, because, you know, shit may happen and I may not be able to talk to them. So I'll just keep that a secret until the episode comes out. Then you see me promoted and touted all the time. Or I think I might have mentioned it on the latest Lemur recording I did on the Lemur app. So you can hear that exclusively on Lemur. Just go download the shit. Pretty please. Thank you. Hey, and I'll see you next time.